What up, people? Today is 11/12/2020. Time's about 12:39 p.m. Man, oh man, have y'all seen the news? 300 something thousand people died already behind this coronavirus. It's pitiful how these so-called government officials, they care about one thing: dollar sign. That's it, just a dollar sign. They own the mortgage companies, banks, finance companies. So they losing money from regular society. So that's all they care about. You know, is their mortgages are not getting paid, people getting now thrown out of their houses and stuff, getting foreclosed on. And some of these judges, they're getting handouts. Okay, they're getting thrown money in their bank accounts. They start investigating all of these judges because none of them is following the letter of the law, no state whatsoever. And it's a shame how these deputies and sheriffs get away with framing, murder, shooting somebody. Same with the cops. Don't get me wrong, you got some good cops out there and some good sheriffs. But other than that, out of 100% of them, 95% of them are all dirty. You know, I don't even see how some of them even got badges on. You know, they plant evidence, falsified statements, and everything. See, like there's a law in the state of Minnesota, in every state, about perjury. But no judges in the state follow that law, even though it's a law and you got to follow the letter of the law. But I first want to say my apologies to the nurses and the doctors that are working so hard to keep these idiots that refuse to wear masks and follow the CDC guidelines to keep them alive. It's a shame on how stressful and painful that the medical profession and the hospitals are going through behind our own congressmen, our own government. Then you got these idiots that believe this dude, president, is going to go away. It's a code. 300 some thousand people in the United States already died behind this coronavirus. From mothers, daughters, fathers, sons, grandkids, grandparents. And you got the idiots that follow this idiot. They still don't see it. So apparently they got money in their pockets and in their bank accounts. And you got people going hungry, standing in food bank lines for hours and hours. And then when it's time for them to get there, they have nothing left. So everything is stressed out in the United States, in every state. People got to understand, those Republicans do not give a damn about us, especially if you're in the minority of society. The homeless, disabled, the veterans, they don't give a damn about us. The hardworking family, they don't give a damn about us because it's not putting money in their pockets for them, except when you pay your mortgage. When you mess with their mortgage money, that's when they're concerned. And it's a shame how in the United States, you have half a society that are really ignorant, that are totally, totally ignorant. You throw the light switch on, there's nobody home. Then you got this first guy ever been president. He's broken every law in the book, from extortion, taking money from a foreign country, blackmail, interfering with restraining orders, subpoenas, and he got away with it. But if a normal citizen threatens someone that's being subpoenaed, they go to jail. It's nothing but a big family operation of crooks from all the Republicans and all of these idiots that voted for them. I hope your ass is starving. I really do. I hope you don't have no food on your table for your kids if you got kids. I hope your house mortgage is not being paid. For all of the people that voted for the Republicans, I hope the mortgage company come and snatch your shit, put you out on the street, you know, because that's how stupid you people are. You got these doctors, these nurses killing themselves for you ignorant fools. And all you care about is yourself. You don't care about nobody around you. You don't care about what the CDC says. Then they got to hide stuff. Then they take the so-called stuff that's supposed to help you with COVID-19. They sell it to other countries. So where's the vaccine for American people? Where's the vaccine for the disabled, the elderly? And that vaccine is not 100% proof. So then they want to turn around. They say, well, we want to put in a law that these companies can't get sued. Oh, so let me see. For how many people that may end up dying from this vaccine, you don't want your companies to get sued. And I don't even see how any Democrat or so-called lawmaker can abide by that right there. You broke the laws. Each one of these lawmakers need to lose their job and be behind this dude going to prison. That's where you all need to be, because you are killing off us in the United States. That's what you're doing. You're killing us all off in the United States. You got the police killing people that's handcuffed, shooting them in the back. You got deputies that's killing people that's handcuffed, shooting them in the back, raiding people's homes. So you're saying we have no rights. So what the hell is the constitutional right out there for? What the hell is the laws out there for? Just to put on paper? But let it be a white person, then it becomes a big deal. You got cops and deputies walking away from murder charges. But if it's an African American, a Spanish, a Mexican, a Puerto Rican, they're looking at life. They're looking at life. They should say that they should have the same opportunity as a law enforcement officer. Out on an OR, low bail for murder. They shouldn't be in jail. That's how crooked our system is. As long as we can keep the low-class family behind bars, we run our prison system. It's pathetic. And all that Black Lives Matter don't mean a damn thing, because half of those people that's in that Black Lives Matter shit is the racist ones out there. See, I got a copy of the manual on police training and sheriff's training. And this is the first thing on right there. It's the first thing on number 4 of A number 4 in a training manual. If you come across a suspect that is either black or Hispanic or African American, you have to remember to use this tool to use force against him. Words. Get on the ground. Handcuff. As you handcuffing the suspect, make sure you put enough force in it where you continue saying, stop resisting, stop resisting, stop resisting, stop resisting. Once that you said that 4, 5, 6, or 7 times or 10 times, you have every right to complete more pressure on that suspect. Whether knee in the neck, knee in the back, twisting the wrist, twisting the hands, or bending it. Keep saying stop resisting, and just reply more pressure. That's in their own manuals, their own training manuals. And I don't get it. You got some of these stupid ass Mexican people that are cops and deputies, and they do it to their own people. The same with some of these blacks. They do it to their own people. That's how stupid they are. I see the news. You got some of these ignorants where they put children in cages from Mexico, and they have an excuse. So if a person go out there and kidnap a child and put a child in a cage, that individual should use the same excuse, because our own government is letting it happen. They don't care about nobody. And for the last time, we're all visitors. The United States was Indian land. Look your history up. They slaughtered, they murdered, they raped every Indian in the United States. A society that's stupid? Yes. Society is that stupid. I don't care if you got a GHP, PhD, DAF. I don't care if you went to college. I don't care if you went to Harvard. You're stupid. You absolutely stupid. That's what you are, stupid. Jackass. Because if you allow our own government to get away with shooting someone in the back, happened to my nephew. He got shot in the back in Las Vegas, Nevada. 19 times. And that deputy ain't on trial. We tried everything. You see? So if I shoot someone in the back, it's murder. So when I go out there and I shoot someone in the back, I'm going to use the same excuses that the police use and the deputies use. I was feared for my life. You see, understand something. I'm going through the same thing right now. False charges, planting evidence. I'm going through the same thing right now. You see? And the reason why I'm going through the same thing is because of the color of my skin. The judges in the state of Minnesota don't know the law. Because they got that black robe on and they sit up there, they don't know the law whatsoever. They give out restraining orders like it's candy. You go into a candy store. They don't even read the restraining orders. They don't even say, well, did this happen? Did this happen? No, they give out restraining orders in the state of Minnesota like it's candy. So I guess they get a percentage of funding for what county gives out the most restraining orders. And we found that out in the records. You know, we found that out in the records. And the people lie on restraining orders. I was reading an article from a judge, a retired judge, where it says it is so ashamed. He did like 40-something years as a judge in the law, in the legal system. And he wrote a book about it is so ashamed how the legal system tears families apart behind perjury. Behind perjury. It is so ashamed how law enforcement write up a police report just to get a conviction. You see, that's what they do. They write up a police report just to get a conviction. But it is in the state of Minnesota, women have more rights than any other state. Because what's happening to me would not happen in the state of California or New York or Chicago. Because my ex-wife would be in jail for trying to kill me. See, I didn't mind when she stabbed me. I took care of my own wounds. But when she turned around and tells me she wants to give me HIV because she's stage 3 intentionally, she was supposed to have been locked up. She was supposed to have been in jail. And then she brags about, oh, I'm not with my husband no more. I'm with you now. See, we got everything. And the courts have to charge her. I don't give a damn what the DA say. She has to be charged. She has to be charged with attempted murder on my life. So they set me up. You see, they set me up on a bogus case. And that's the messed up part about it. How can someone you love and say they love you set you up? It's not a woman. That's a dog. That's what that is, a dog. Been married 18 years, 5 months. She was a prostitute in the state of Minnesota. She ran drugs from Minnesota to a place called Wisconsin. I didn't even know my wife was originally from Minnesota until she got sick in Minnesota. Didn't even know she was from Minnesota. And her friend just set all of this up on me. And we got the proof. We're going to see where it goes. So then any judge does not accept this evidence and proof, then that judge is going to be removed off the bench. Because I'll be filing charges and complaints on that judge because the judge is not following the letter of the law. And that's the problem in the state of Minnesota. If you're Mexican, black, if you're not all white, you're screwed. You are screwed. It is so much injustice in the state of Minnesota against the minorities. It's not even funny. You got deputies that go out there, beat up their wives or their girlfriends, domestic violence, and they still got a badge and a gun. See, they are trained to lie. People don't understand that. Law enforcement is trained to lie. That's what they get trained to do, lie. Law enforcement will never tell the truth. Well, I found a couple that did out here. I found a couple because they're doing some investigation and stuff, and it came in my favor, which I knew it was, but I wanted to see if they was going to tell the truth. And guess what? They did. And they told me how to proceed this and everything else. So they did everything they supposed to do. And they all kept saying, why she's not charged? Why my ex-wife is not charged with attempted murder? She's supposed to have been behind bars and charged with trying to intentionally infect me with HIV when she beat the hell out of me in January 6th. She was supposed to have been charged. But I don't feel sorry for people that use drugs. That alcoholics, and it has AIDS. I have that right. That's one right I have to do. I have the right to say what I want to say on the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 1st, 2nd, 3rd Amendment. I have a right to say what I want to say. Post whatever I want to post, because that's what our constitutional right says that I have that right to do, which is freedom of speech, freedom of the press. So you see, in the state of Minnesota, they try to take that right from you. From the courts try to take that right from you. You see, because all they care about is getting a conviction, having false charges filed on someone, having false restraining orders put on someone. Those type of judges need to be removed. They don't need to be judges no more. They don't need to be able to feed their family if they have kids. They need to be in the same position the rest of us are in, trying to figure out where you're going to make ends meet. They need to be removed off the bench because they're not following the letter of the law whatsoever. Those judges need to be removed off the bench. And if they have a superior judge, which is called the Chief Justice, and that Chief Justice does not follow the letter of the law, then that individual needs to lose their job. See, we start working like that, you're going to have some good judges, good cops, good law enforcement, where they're not going to take this bullshit. You got to get rid of the bad apples in society, even the bad apples with the Republicans. They got to get removed. They got to get replaced. Matter of fact, the Republican Party should be shut down completely because they do not care about the next human being. All they care about is their pockets. You see, and this Graham dude, he's an idiot. I think his name is Lindsey Graham, whatever. He's an idiot. You see, those people in that state need to remove his ass from office. That's what they need to do. Remove him from office. He's racist, just like your president is. And what we call the people, what we call the blacks that go with this president, we have a special name for them that we all know what it is. You know, and it's a houseboy. That I'll say, because I don't want to use the N-word, but it's a houseboy. You see, because that's how stupid they are. Matter of fact, they're not even black. They don't even know what they are. They're ignorant. But it's a shame how close to 300-something thousand people died behind this coronavirus. And I still see people out here wearing no masks or nothing. Then this idiot is piling up lawsuits from the presidential election saying fraud, fraud, fraud when he lost. Then you got the rest of those idiot Republicans behind him. They all need to be removed from office. No pay, no nothing. And how come they get removed from office? They got a big bonus check coming. When an individual that works 9 to 5 or 13 hours or 14 hours a week only get paid the regular salary. And if they retire, they don't get no retire bonus or nothing like that. There was a thing one time, I'll never forget, from Martin Luther King. He said, don't judge us by the color of our skin. Don't do that. Don't do that. And I feel sorry for Martin Luther King. He had to lose his life because half of the individuals still don't get it. And I keep saying and saying and saying, y'all people better wake up because this is about to happen. I said that a long time ago. Y'all need to wake up and smell the coffee. That's what y'all need to do. Now, I don't know nothing about this new president that won the election. I don't know nothing about him. And I'll say it again. There was only a handful of presidents that were some good presidents that I know of. Ronald Reagan, Bill Clinton, and Mr. Obama. Those three were, and the Kennedys. Those four were the best presidents for the United States. If Mrs. Obama ran, I would vote for her. If Mr. Obama ran again, I would vote for him. Because those were the best presidents. You see, it wasn't about greed. It was about people. Us. The ones that voted for him. That's what it was about. Then you got ignorant people that wants to tear down all the laws that's supposed to protect us. And you idiots go for it. You idiots go for it. But let them say they're going to take all your guns away, then you white folks start jumping. It's so ironic. We're going to take all hunting away from every state in the United States. Then let's see what you're going to do. Because that's where your rights are going. As long as law enforcement has control of who owns a gun and who should not, that's all they care about. But pretty soon, all y'all white people are going to lose your gun rights. Oh, I forgot, y'all white, so y'all going to picket and nothing's going to happen to y'all. Y'all can curse the cops out and nothing's going to happen to y'all. I watched a video on the news the other day where this white guy cursed the cop out. Nothing happened to him. Spanish person or black person do that. They get punched in the mouth, tased, kicked the shit out of them, stomped and everything else. Oh yeah, and I can't forget, stop resisting when the person's not resisting. See, those body cameras were not there to protect us. Those body cameras were there to protect the police. You see, not there to protect us, because they could delete stuff on it. I've seen it happen. See, so they're there to protect the police, not you. And let's get one thing clear here, you ignorant fools. You got cameras all over everywhere. So how you gonna bitch about somebody recording you when you're being recorded? No matter where you go, in any store, walk the street, wherever you go, you are being recorded. And you tell people don't record you. See, that's the intelligence you have. None. Because no matter where you go, you're being recorded. It's a shame how stupid that this man made the United States look to every other country. We are big jackasses because of this president. Big jackasses. And the rest of you jackasses are right behind him. I hope y'all have no job. I hope y'all are struggling the way the rest of us are struggling. I really do. Because that's how much jackasses y'all are. We say the sky is blue. Y'all fight and say it's not. That's how stupid and jackasses y'all are in society. Now you're bitching because your family members are dropping dead behind this coronavirus. That's your fault. That's nobody's fault but you. See, that's the problem with people in America. You can't take responsibility for your own actions. You can't. You're not a real man. You're not a real woman. You're a jackass. You got these doctors and nurses killing themselves for your lousy families that did not want to wear masks, that wanted to go and rally with no masks on and get sick. See, the hospitals should be the ones that wore masks, the ones that didn't wear masks, leave them the hell over there. You get to them when you can. Just let them die. But the problem is the nurses and the doctors did not take an oath about that. They took an oath to heal you, to get you better. That's the oath they took. And yet you turn around when your stupid asses go into the hospital, ones with no masks, you put their lives in jeopardy. You put their families' lives in jeopardy. You put their kids' lives in jeopardy. Their husbands, their daughters, their wives. Oh, I forgot, man. Y'all don't care about other people. That's why your asses are getting sick. Because a sign should be put right on your forehead. Jackass did not wear masks. He's a Republican. That's what should be on your forehead. Let him die. We'll get to him when he can. But the doctors took a vow, an oath. That's the bad part. Because y'all did not care about that doctor or that nurse that has to be completely covered up so they don't catch COVID-19 and take home to their family because of your stupidity. There's no rocket science in it. There's none whatsoever. There's none whatsoever. It's about intelligence. And all you Republican parties don't have none. Y'all should all be removed from office. Every one of y'all are crooks. Every one of y'all are crooks. Because you don't give a damn about the American people, as you say, American people, rights or anything else. Since they're not paying their mortgages, y'all own the mortgage companies, kick them out on the street. This COVID-19 been the worst since 9/11. And God bless everybody that I know from back home in 9/11, where I lost family members too. But this is insane, totally insane, and y'all still run with that idiot. Y'all still run with that idiot and think the Republican Party is right. Boy, y'all some jerks. Oh, excuse me, assholes. You're a donkey. If you don't know what asshole is, it's a donkey. You know, the one with the big long ears and carry you around, carry supplies. Donkey, jackass is what you are. Because you're endangering everybody else's life. It has nothing to do with wearing a mask, your civil rights, your constitutional rights, and it has nothing to do with that, you idiots. It has something to do with surviving, not passing it on to other people. Your constitutional rights ain't being violated by wearing a mask. And the only idiots that are saying that is these Republican parties. They're the ones that's putting that in your head because you're that stupid. I don't care if you got a PhD, whatever. You're that stupid. That's how much of a jackass you are by endangering other people's lives because of your stupidity. Every Republican Party, everybody that followed the Republicans need to get sick. I have no sympathy for y'all. I don't care about y'all because you don't care about no one else. So why should someone care about you and say, oh, I feel sorry that you lost this one behind COVID-19. Did you wear a mask? No. Fuck you in there. It's your fault that your loved ones are dying. It's your stupidity where you want to go and have this big gathering in Florida Beach, and then you're getting sick and dying. That's your stupidity. Don't blame nobody but yourself. And blame the Republicans because you followed them. Blame your president. You followed him. That's who you should blame. Can't blame nobody but yourselves, really, because that's how ignorant you are. Now, what this man did, if any Spanish or black individual done something like that, they'd be behind bars in a heartbeat, interfering with subpoenas, threatening and tampering with witnesses. They'd be behind bars in a heartbeat with no bail. You see, this stuff got to stop. Democrat Party got to start kicking butts. You got to get rid of those lawmakers up there that do not care about the next human being. They got to lose their jobs. They need to be investigated. See how much money, bribe money they took, you know? And those are not lawmakers. Those are assholes. I have no respect for them because they have no respect for the next human being's life, for the women, the children. All they care about is votes like the rest of those idiots, you see. And any jury member you're not supposed to have any family members or relatives that are in law enforcement on the jury trial. It's supposed to be jury of our peers. You see, jury of our peers. That's the bad part, is that we don't get that. That's why all of these cops that kill people and these deputies that kill people get away with murder. So I should be able to get away with murder too. I should be able to get away with murder too. If you could let them go, you should let the next individual go. I don't care what nationality they are. You should let the next individual go. The next citizen go because they defended their life. They had to defend for their life. Called self-defense. Oh, I forgot. It's not self-defense when it comes to a regular citizen and when it comes to an African-American, a Spanish, a Mexican, anything in that nature. It does not come to self-defense. It only comes for the white people and the white cops and the white deputies. But yet, in the laws, it states that you cannot be biased, prejudiced because of race, color, creed, disabled, or anything else. But they do it anyway. They do it anyway. Even the courts, they show discrimination, prejudice. They do it anyway. And there's not one fucking judge or chief justice out there that will follow the letter of the law. I don't get it. A person got to go through a lifetime in prison or whatever just to realize this person was innocent. And after all of those years, you let this man out. Y'all need to be accountable. From the DA's office to the city attorney's office, every one of y'all need to be accountable for your ignorance and for you violating the letter of the law. You people need to be accountable for your actions. You should not have immunity whatsoever. You build up a case when there's no case there just to get a conviction. So if you're married, you have cheated, you have lied to your significant other. Because if you were so honest, you would not bring up false charges against an individual. So you are not immune. You should not be immune from being charged and sued. And this idiot got the courts in all states packed up with his bullshit of fraud. He lost. I still don't understand how he became president. He was never no millionaire, no billionaire. He was a broke white man. But now these other countries are coming after him. And him and everyone behind him need to be in jail. And charges should be filed on their asses and they need to be in jail. I'm proud of back home in New York. I'm proud of New York. I'm proud of New York. That attorney general out there, she going hard. I'm proud of New York. I love that lady because she follows the law. And I hope they tear down Trump Towers out there. It needs to be a parking lot. No, it needs to be a place for housing, affordable housing. That's what it should be, for affordable housing. And I hope this fool gets no bail or $1 trillion bail and every one of his assets are confiscated by the courts. His whole family needs to be behind bars because they all crooks. They all crooks. I said this when this man won president. I said this when I was married to my ex-wife. He's going to be the first president in history that's going to go to jail. Some judge is going to hit him so hard with $1 trillion bail where he can't even make bail. They're going to confiscate all of his assets. He going to jail. Him and his family going to jail. They going down. They going down. They going down. But this COVID-19 is denying us due process of law. That's what this COVID-19 is doing to us. Individuals that file lawsuits and everything else is denying us the right of due process of law under the federal laws and state laws. I wore a mask when I was going through my divorce. I could wear a mask going to court again. Doesn't bother me none because I know how to wear a mask, you know. But the regular individuals now really did get lazy. They really did get lazy. That they did. You know, but I got a court date. You know, I have a court date on the false charges my wife put on me. And she know they were false charges, but we got a bombshell coming though. It's gonna be a hell of a bombshell. Hope the news media gonna be there. This is gonna be a hell of a bombshell. You know, and this guy, he sends me a letter talking about let's make a deal. Man, fuck you. Making no fucking deal on a crime I didn't commit. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Are you fucking kidding me? Let's make a deal. Yeah, I can make a deal with you. Fuck you. I didn't commit no fucking crime. Oh, he's a white guy. Oh, yeah, and they put on my paperwork, nigger. Then they scratched that out and put, oh, African-American. Guess what? Guess what? I'm not even fucking black, and they put me down fucking nigger and then African-American. That's the funny part about this. It says nothing like that on my birth certificate. Hey, I got a copy of my birth certificate from New York. So, yeah, they I was called nigger and everything by this deputy. You know. Also called it by my wife too, my ex-wife. She called me nigger when she was beating me up several times. That's the first word come out of her mouth. Nigger this, nigger that, nigger this, nigger that. But yet she had a baby by one though. Oh, I forgot. He was a better man than I was when he had her prostitute and beat the hell out of her and everything. But he was a better man than me. He had her picking up these minor girls, running drugs from Minnesota, a place close to Wisconsin. But he was a better man than me. Yeah, beat her ass and everything else, but he was a better man than me. Better man than me. But I got a lot of witnesses that's going to be subpoenaed. That half of them don't even want to be subpoenaed. They coming. You see, they coming to court and they bring their mask, you know. And she got a big surprise. She has a huge surprise coming for her. I'm going to enjoy this surprise. This is one time that I'm going to enjoy life. I haven't been abused by her since we gone. We went out separate. Well, get the hell out. May 7th. Haven't been abused by her. Been getting a lot of threat phone calls and everything. And my phone's been monitored and everything's been recorded and stuff. And getting a lot of threats and all of that stuff from people. You know, and yeah. I can't talk much about it because they use this stuff against, they take things out and twist stuff around, you know. But telling y'all, don't go to Minnesota with no wife. Because the state of Minnesota, they don't go by the law, the letter of the law. Women have more rights than men in the state of Minnesota. Women has more rights than men in the state of Minnesota. They get away with murder, setting you up, planting evidence. They get away with all that shit. You know, in the state of Minnesota, you have no rights as a man. You know, you have no rights as a man in the state of Minnesota. If you're black, Mexican, Spanish, you have no rights in the state of Minnesota. So let's get that cleared right now. You have no rights. You have no rights. But doctors, nurses, I tilt my hat to y'all. Thank you for trying to keep some of these people alive, the good people. And I know you have a duty to keep those idiots alive. I admire y'all for that, but please, we can't afford for y'all to get sick anymore and pass away. I feel sorry for the family members that lost that doctor in California behind COVID-19 and some nurses. I feel sorry for their family. Because we don't have too many doctors and nurses out there, you know, and y'all trying to keep these idiots alive and y'all really stressing yourselves out and everything. And I feel for y'all. I really do. The doctors and nurses, I feel for y'all very much. You know, and thank you for being there for us. Excuse me. Thank you for being there for us. Thank you very much for keeping us alive. Well, I'm going to say this. How these people think that people don't need the stimulus check. Well, they do. And I don't believe how stupid these people are, but yet they put in a bill, money for their companies to get billions of dollars, but not money for stimulus check for the ones that are struggling, for the people that are struggling. It's wrong. You know, there should be a law where a new president should be able to wipe out everything the old president did. Well, he's a crook. So that right there should be, everything should be removed because he was a crook. And it's a known fact. You know, he brought into his presidency and everything else, got money from a foreign country. So all of his laws should be vetoed, you know, and any judge that got put up there from his office should be removed, you know, should be removed. Any Republican that he put in office or to take a job, they should be removed. Point blank. Clean house. Democrats, clean house. That's what you need to do. Clean house. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. You know, that's what y'all need to do. Get rid of all of them damn people. Get rid of them. Y'all be safe. And I tilt my hat to you, doctors and nurses out there, all over. I pray for y'all every day. Because I'm tired of seeing the news where a doctor passed away, a nurse passed away, and it hurts. It hurts. Hurts a lot because y'all trying to save these idiots, some of these idiots, and they just don't get it. They think this is a joke. But nah, COVID-19 is not no joke. You know, they start worrying when one of their loved ones or family members drop dead, then they see the reality. But it shouldn't take that. The CDC already said, wear a mask, stay a certain amount of feet distance. They didn't care. That's why half of the ones that was in that party in Florida, they all got sick. They wasn't wearing masks, you know. Now you're getting hit. A lot of Republican states, of the states where you shouldn't wear a mask, it violates your constitutional rights. It doesn't violate no constitutional right. There's nothing in the constitutional or the First Amendment, Fifth Amendment, Sixth Amendment, no amendment whatsoever, or the Bill of Rights about masks. But you got these idiots. Well, I should be able to wear a mask and don't. No. Listen, idiots. The CDC, wear a mask. The CDC says wear a mask. Like I said, you're jackasses. Half of the population are jackasses. And they need to go ahead and die. I have no sympathy for them. I only have sympathy for the people that was doing what the CDC said. That's who I have sympathy for. And sorrow for when they lose someone. Because they did what they were supposed to do. Peace out, doctors and nurses.